All right, good morning, everyone. So today we are doing our Kapha reducing class. Oh, we've got Maggie joining us. And this class reduces heaviness in the physical body. There's a bit more of a fitness orientation, this class. It also reduces heaviness in the mind, which is called Tamas. Okay, so you should get energy from this class. We're working towards sun salutations. So all the preparation I'm doing is for sun salutations, which is the classical way in yoga therapy to reduce heaviness in the system. Okay, so just finding your spot. I've got a couple of mats here. Make sure you have a chair available. I'll be putting this mat on top of that at some point. If you have two mats, that's great. You don't absolutely need a mat in front of the chair, so that's fine. Blocks are here just in case you need them for your sun salutation, especially if you're doing it on the floor rather than using a chair. You might want to have some blocks, but you don't have to. And a belt is here in case we use that. So finding your spot. Just bend your knees, find your feet, and inhale, bringing your arms up to your place. So if you have any pain in the neck or shoulders, just don't bring your hands as high. Let's bring it through the center. Bow the head to the heart, bend the feet. And then inhale out. And if you like, adding the spreading of the fingers. And then exhale, relax the hands, neck, shoulders. Coordinating breath and movement. Oh, I'm just going to make sure you're all muted. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Just keep that going while I mute you all. There you go. That's probably going to be a bit better. Finding your breath. Ujjayi pranayama. So this constricting of the throat, the louder you do it, the more invigorating it is. The faster you move, of course, it's going to be more invigorating. But we want to slow it down enough so that we get the effects of deep breathing, which is great for the nervous system, for the mind, of course, emotions. We also want to move mindfully. So even if you're moving a little faster, you want to move mindfully. Take a pause between inhale and exhale. And if you tend to be a slow mover, try to move a little faster than normal. And if you tend to be a fast mover, try to move a little slower than normal. And just finishing up. And bringing the feet together. We're going to come up on the toes if that's comfortable. You can tie the ankles together if you like. And again, when we exhale, we're going to release neck and shoulders. Now I've got my gaze slightly down. You can be looking straight in front of you as well. Dosa would have us look slightly down. It's a softer focus than looking straight ahead. When you're ready, maybe stay at the top. You can change your hands. They can be palms together, interlock the fingers, hold opposite elbows, hold shoulders, arms at the side. And you can always go up and down during this. Exhale, release. And just take a moment to set an intention for your day. Is there one thing you want to do in your day that is challenging, stiram, strengthening? It's going to push you, challenge you. Is there one thing you want to do in your day that is sukham or relaxing or settling, creates space? And then maybe visualize something or a state that you're in where there's harmony between the hard and the soft, the strong and the soft. Maybe there's an image of harmony, ananta. One thing I want to do today that will challenge me. One thing I want to do today that will be relaxing for me. And how does that balance feel between relaxation and strength? When you're ready, we're going to move on. We're going to do some side bends. Inhale, arms coming up, holding opposite shoulders or palms together or interlock the fingers. Exhale, coming to the sides. And imagine there is a wall behind you that you're moving along. You can do this at a wall if you have one at home to work with. And see where that goes. It's first thing in the morning. So you might be a little stiff. Again, try to coordinate this with the breath. If you've got some tightness in your lower back, I know some of you from the check-in, you've got some lower back stuff, hips. Put your mind in that place, and your mind might go more to the hip here and how that affects the lower back. That quadratus lumborum area, QL. Or is your tightness more in the upper body? Just notice that, maybe adding a hold here. During the hold, maybe extending the arms. You can even hold the opposite wrist. You can also cross the legs over and get deeper into the lower back part. Remember to breathe as you stay. It's particularly hard as you do those kinds of poses. We're just going to take a break and then go to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Just picking your variation. So variation, different than a modification. A variation is just a variation that's going to work for you. Modifications are generally easier. And a variation isn't necessarily easier, it can be harder. So just finding a version of this that works for you right now. And in our practice, we're always trying to find that balance between stiram, strength, and sukham, softness. And in our minds, we're trying to find that balance between tamas, or sthiti, strength, and rajas, activity, right action, and that's called sattva. When you're ready, stepping apart, we're just going to do, before we move into our warriors today, we're going to do some side bends and rotated twists. Inhale, arms coming up. So I'm just going to add a little bit more movement of the spine today. Inhale, center, so Utthita Trikonasana. And exhale, my feet are parallel, so it's probably a little bit different than you might have done it before. We're going to start this way, just side to side. This pendulum movement is also very settling for the nervous system. Now we're going to add on, inhale, arm along the ear. Exhale, hand up, back, look down. This is for neck and shoulders, this variation. And that top hand is back, kind of stretching through the side of the neck, shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. So Utthita Trikonasana variation. Inhale, lengthen the arm to get into the side body, trying to work with the upper back and lower back. Exhale, hand up, look down, turn away. My top hand is going back. I'm stretching the side of my neck. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Keep this going your own timing. Inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, lengthen the arm. Exhale, extend, look down. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hand back, look down. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to stay here and just see what that's like to stay. If this is too much for you to stay, with your arm up, bring your arm down. So your hand can be on your hip. If you've got a rotator cuff injury, hand back. Palm down is much harder than palm up, so make a choice. You can also stay with your arm like this and do a dynamic stay. Exhale, bend and turn. Inhale, lengthen. Or you can just stay here in Trikonasana. And coming up when you're ready. So those stay poses add more stirrum, strength. Exhale, other side. So they definitely strengthen us. You're also working the core a lot. As soon as you move away from the center, believe it or not, you're really working with your core strength. So just staying here, or variation, make it easier. Modify, bring the hand down to the hip, lower back, palm up or down, arm up. Extend the arm long, bend and turn the head. See which one works best for you, or just stay, if you can, looking up. That's a little hard on my neck, so I'm just going to look at you. You could have a block that you hold on to. Staying here 4 to 6 breaths. By the end of the breathing, I usually move into breath awareness where I'm not lengthening the breath anymore, just being in the pose. Inhale, center, exhale, release. If you need a forward bend, take one. We're going to move right into rotated triangle. Inhale, arms coming up. This is the Dosa guitar style, very gentle. Exhale, coming to one side. This should look like your left. Now, if this is too much for you, bend the knee. You can bring the hand to the thigh, the other hand to the lower back. If you can do more, bring the hand lower. Maybe all the way to the floor. Maybe all the way to the other side of the foot. No, I'm not going there today. Maybe that top arm up. Inhale, unrotate the head, neck, shoulders coming up to standing. Exhale, sweeping across the body to your spot. You could have a block here, you could have a chair here or a stool. You can bend the knee. You can have the hand in the center, the other hand behind you. Find your place. Inhale up. We're going to flow side to side with a pause between. Find your place. Inhale. Exhale. Trikonasana Parivrtti. Try to align your shoulders, whatever your choice is. Inhale. De-rotate head, neck, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back. Exhale. Other direction. Pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Rotating the upper back, neck and shoulders, head. Inhale. De-rotate the other direction. Exhale, release. It's a great way to prepare neck and shoulders is this pose. It's also detoxifying for the morning, helps get things going. So often you do the warriors at the beginning of the class or the sun salutations. I'm leading up to sun salutation as my final sequence. So that's why I'm doing these other poses first. Moving the spine in different directions. As the sun rises here in British Columbia. I don't think we're going to have sun today, but we are going to have a little light. This pose I also find extremely balancing for the nervous system. It might be the bilateral movement, the rhythmic movement, compression of the belly, and also the head coming lower than the heart. So lots of things going on. And release. Give your feet a break. Be back to center. We're going to do a forward bend. We're going to start with Uttanasana. And we're doing well. Inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, we're going to do that sun salutation Uttanasana. Bring the hands through the heart. You can come just to a chair if you want to use a chair. You can come hands to the thighs or all the way down. The legs can be bent or straight. Inhale, arms sides. And we're just going to keep going up and down. Just warming up those neck and shoulders. Feel free to close your eyes and really go inside your body. Exhale from the bottom up. Inhale from the top down. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, chest falls, head comes towards the earth. Inhale, upper back, middle back, lower back, belly expanding. Last time, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, chest falls. We're going to stay here. I'm going to do a sthiti. Simple is just bringing your hands up the legs. And exhale, release. Add on hands on blocks or on fingertips or on a chair. Maybe you can start keeping your legs straight. Just be mindful that you're warming up and hamstrings I have learned the hard way. It's the only yoga injury I've ever had is pulled hamstrings at the insertion because of just overdoing a stretch before I was ready. So I'm now extremely mindful of that because it's a very hard injury to heal from. So I'm sure a lot of you know from your sports and contemporary dance careers and all those things that you guys do. So just be mindful of bending the knees and straightening dynamically to warm everything up before you go in and stay. We're not going to stay quite yet. It is morning. We're still warming up, so lots of moving around. All right. Notice how you feel after doing that semi-inversion. Might be a little bit dizzy. You hopefully feel relaxed and settled in your body. Feel your feet. Just take a moment to remember your intention for today. Stiram, what is my challenge? What's that thing I'm going to do that's going to work me, challenge me, help me to grow a little bit? What's that thing I'm going to do today to help me relax, let go, settle, be? And what does it feel like to be in that state of harmony? You visualize yourself when you feel that harmony between strong and soft, attentive, not tense, relaxed but not lazy. For the mind, we call this Sattva. Another word from the sutras is ananta, harmony. And in Ayurveda, it's the balance of the doshas, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And the balance of Kapha Dosa is called ojas, immunity, vitality, glow. All right, we're going to go back into the physical body, work you a bit more. We're going to move towards our sun salutations now with some warriors. So we're going to bring one foot forward, the other one back, finding your place. Knee tracking around the second toe. The length of your stride just depends on comfort for you. Feel that back foot, the little toe side. If you tend to pronate, that's most of us. You can put your heel at the wall if you like. Okay, we're just going to work with the shoulders a bit. So we're going to start with bringing the hands to the heart and drawing the elbows towards each other as I bend the front knee. Draw your shoulder blades together and then exhale, release. Palms together. I'm going to show this side so you can see it a bit better. So inhale here. And exhale, straighten the front leg. Now I'm going to have a hold after inhale. If that works for you. If you have heart disease, please skip this part. It might be contraindicated for post-concussion as well. Having that hold after inhale adds to the Brahmana effect, the expansive effect, the invigorating effect. Your pause can be, your hold can be 2 to 4 seconds or about half of the length of your inhale. And as I'm doing that, I'm dropping my shoulders. When I exhale, I move the hands away. Really stretch through the neck and shoulders the other direction. If you have rotator cuff injuries, this is a great pose. And those can come from doing a lot of chaturanga if you're used to doing that in your yoga practice. Those yoga push-ups, And you should be starting to get hot now as you do this. Feel the heat. Last time on this side. And other side. So classically in our tradition, we step forward and then turn the back foot out like a warrior steps front and back. This is some martial art. Inhale, finding your chest opening, my elbows and keeping them high, shoulder blades coming together and down, hold after inhale. I'm going to try to tuck my lower belly in this time. Remember to do that as well. And exhale, release. The tucking of the lower belly is to connect to the mula, the root. And protect the back. One more time. All right, so we're going to do our one-sided forward bends now. So start with your easy side, bring one foot forward, the other back. Classically, we start with the left in our tradition. So we start with the receptive side and then move to the more active side. I'm trying to avoid using feminine, masculine now in my language because I don't think it's very helpful, and we're starting to understand how there's a great continuum in those identifications. So just trying to talk about receptive and active energy, which is both men and women. We should be embodying both of these energies. Inhale, bring your arms either to the sides, which is more neck and shoulders, or front, which will activate the multifidus or the deep back muscles as you come forward. Bend that front knee. Now you could be using a chair, coming to a chair. You could be using your two blocks here at any height, high height or lower height. Inhale, sthiti, looking up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. So the hardest variation is moving the arms first in line with the ears as you come up to strengthen. Inhale, this is very strengthening for the back. As I come forward, I'm drawing my belly in, I'm rounding the lower back slightly. Bend that front knee as needed. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale. Exhale. Keep this going your own timing. It's pretty simple. Keep it going. Add those pauses between inhale and exhale. Can you start to breathe before you start to move? Can you still be breathing at the end of the movement and then pause? Staying at the bottom when you're ready, or keep it moving. You can have that dynamic stay of sthiti, inhale up, exhale down, or just stay now. And if you like, take that back foot and make it parallel so you're also working the calf a bit more. Move into breath awareness rather than lengthening the breath. Just stay and observe the rise and fall of the breath. Stepping forward after staying, just take your time. Coming up slowly, halfway, inhale, exhale, stay. Inhale the rest of the way. That's a down regulating pose, a relaxation pose. We're going to work with the strength of the movement, other side. So when you come forward, it's more relaxing, and when you come up, it's more strengthening. Inhale, arms up. Maybe tuck the chin, Jalandhara Bandha, that chin walk. Exhale, extend forward as you draw the belly in. So my lower back is rounding as I extend the upper back. Release, soften at the end. Realign your feet as needed. Bend that front knee as needed. Inhale, coming up, arms, sides, or in front of you. In front of you is harder. And you can take a break in between. Exhale, hands down, or keep it going up and down. At that sthiti, if you like. Inhale, lengthen, looking up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. After repeating this around 4 to 6 times, you might be ready to stay, or you might want to keep it moving. Again, you might want to add some props to make it more possible for you to stay comfortably. You can keep that dynamic stay of looking up and down. Move into breath awareness. Observe the rise and fall of the breath. When you're ready, stepping forward, coming up halfway, inhale, exhale, stay, inhale up. Notice how you feel in your samasthiti, even standing pose. Where's the weight of your feet on your feet? Is it on both feet, more on one? Is it right in the center? Have you started to move towards that balance point? Ananta. We're going to move into our sun salutations. So just setting up your chair. I've got my chair at a wall, and I've added a blanket behind it just to save the paint on my wall. So I might want to add something like that. Put a sweater. I often do that. I'll take my sweater and put it on the chair. So I've got a mat here just to help with stability, but that's not needed. You can also use even nicer if you have a coffee table or a bench or a stool that's a little wider, then you can have a wider stance for your hands when you're moving. So you can also not use a chair. You can use the floor for everything I'm going to do, or you can use blocks, and I will show these variations as we go along. Okay, so starting with that forward bend, just making sure you've got room. Yeah, okay, good. To move your arms. So feet hip width apart or together, your choice. Inhale, arms up. Full Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend at the chair. Inhale, Sthiti. Exhale, forward bend. I'm keeping my legs straight now because I'm nice and warm. Release my hands at the end of the exhale so I get a bit more stretch. It feels really good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Samastiti. Release the hands down. Visualize the sun radiating all around you. Inhale. Exhale. Connecting the head to the heart to the earth. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, Samastiti. Okay, we're going to add on now the lunges. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward bend. Hands on the chair. Now instead of the sthiti, we're going to inhale, we're going to step one leg back. My hands are on the seat of the chair. Exhale, I'm going to bend that knee. You can bend it just a little bit or a lot. You could have a cushion, so you could have a soft block under the knee. It's a little hard to do that just because we're moving back and forth. So I would recommend just keeping the knee off the ground. So that's your exhale. Inhale, extend. Nice and long. Start to get into those hip flexors. Which is great for the lower back. Exhale, coming forward. Release the hands down. Inhale, coming up. So that's a great variation for post-concussion, that height for the head. Still challenging. Inhale, expansive light coming out of the heart. Exhale, forward fold, bowing the head to the heart, to the earth. Inhale, right foot back. I'm arching the back now. Exhale, release the knee, neck and shoulders a little bit or a lot. Inhale, extend that back leg, look forward, feel that right hip flexor. Exhale, bend that back knee a little bit and step forward. Inhale, coming up. You can be doing all this without the chair, of course. Exhale, release. We're going to do that a few more times. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Uttanasana. Inhale, sthiti. Exhale, Uttanasana. All right, I added that piece this time. Inhale, step the left foot back. Get a little extra this time. Exhale, bend the knee, release. Inhale, extend, look up. I'm really pressing into that back heel so I feel the back hip flexor. So as exhale, forward bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, samastiti. Bow the head to the heart. Feel the feet. Inhale. Radiating sun out of the heart all around you. Bring your hands through that radiance all around you. Exhale. Bowing the head to the heart, to the feet. We're going to keep that stiti this round. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Feel your lunge, feel that back foot pressing away. Exhale, bend a little bit that back knee to propel you forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, feel the center of the sun at the heart, samastiti. Okay, we're going to add on. So we're going to move from the lunge to the downward dog position. So that's a little more challenging. So let's see how that goes. Inhale. And then we'll just stay in that part for a while to work it. Exhale, forward. So this is called Vinyāsa krama, building one step at a time. We'll go right into the lunge on your inhale, left foot back. Now from here, this is why you need your chair at the wall. You press and come back. Otherwise, it doesn't work out very well. Now you're going to take that same foot, that left foot forward. We're going to release the hip. This is an add-on just to warm up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward. Inhale, coming up. Adjust your feet. Exhale. You have to make a few micro adjustments. Inhale, coming up. I'm going to do the right side now. Exhale, forward. Inhale, right foot way back. Eventually, we'll get rid of this part. Exhale, bend that back knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, press back. Stay here, breath. Inhale, right forward. So I'm trying not to step too far forward so I don't mess up the chair. When I come forward, exhale, bend that back knee if that's comfortable all the way to the ground. Stretch the thigh. Inhale, extend, get into that psoas. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, samastiti. You should be starting to get warm and maybe into light sweating now, depending on you, how cold your room is. I'm starting to get the light sweat going, which means this is working out well. All right, adding on, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left back. Now I'm going to stay here this time. Exhale. I'm going to bring my hands down. Inhale, I'm going to bring my hands up. So this is an add-on. You could have your hands at the chair. Exhale, hands on the chair and step back. Stay here, breath, and do a little stiti. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back. You can bend those knees if you like. Inhale, left forward. Exhale, bend the back knee. Just make sure you're not too close to the chair. Inhale, I'm going to add on. This is for stability and strength. Bringing the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Bend that back knee and back. Just the feet. Inhale up. Exhale, samstiti. And do that again. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale, left back. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten and bring the arms up if you can. Exhale, forward and back. Inhale, stiti, look up. Exhale, back, bend the knees. Inhale, left forward and back foot back, find your lunge. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, up. Having the arms if you like. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, samstiti. Right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, bend, relax. This is a warm-up piece that I've added. Inhale, eventually we're going to get rid of that. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, stiti. This is also a preparation. Exhale, release. You can bend those knees as well. Now we're going to work on up dog. So for this, feet probably need to be a little bit closer. You're going to have your hands where they are, or I prefer to hold the sides of the chair. That's better for my wrists. You could have blocks underneath your hands as well for wrist issues. Or you can simply, if your wrist can't take the up dog, just do this as your modification. Inhale, stiti. Exhale, release. Do that as your up dog. Okay, so I'm getting that as a variation, modification for this. Inhale, coming forward. So we're going to start with our plank. Exhale, stay. Inhale, bring your chest through. Could come on top of your toes. We keep up on the toes and press back. And exhale, forward. Back. Inhale, up on the toes, rolling forward. We're going to start with a plank. Exhale, stay. Inhale, through. Exhale, back. Keep that going. So again, if this is too much, your plank could be here. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, your up dog could be just looking up. Exhale, back. So feel free to modify. Trying to get a bit of strength through the upper body. Exhale. Inhale through. Exhale, back. Now we're just going to do back and forth. Inhale, forward. So if you're staying back, just do the stiti up and down. Exhale, back. This is too much. Add the plank to align yourself before you come through. Now when I come through, I'm lifting my body away from the chair. So I'm pressing down and up and back. My shoulders, I've warmed them up, got them back, exhale back. Last time. Left foot forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, add the arms if you like. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale up. Exhale, samsthiti. And ending with an asana, forward bend, just to move everything out, any toxins that we've just warmed up. And then we'll finish with a little pranayama. Inhale up, exhale forward. Find your pose. You could use the chair still. So the hands could be here, they could be on blocks, they could be on chairs. You could hold the big toes, hands underneath the balls of the feet. My teachers tend to put the hands beside the feet. I like to put my hands on my calves and lock in and bring my stomach rib cage forward so I lengthen my lower back and then straighten. And I go into breath awareness now. Inhale, so, exhale, hum, that which I am. And when you're ready, come into a seated position. And sweater if you like. Socks if you need to. Just going to end. We're not going to do Shavasana. I know that's a little bit unusual, but for a kapha reducing class, you skip Shavasana. As soon as you go on your back, it's quite weighted. So we're going to end instead with pranayama, and then if you have time afterwards, consider just sitting in meditation, whatever that means for you at this point. So we're going to start with Anuloma Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale both nostrils. I'm taking liberties because I know you all know this. The hands either in Mrigi Mudra or in Crow, just holding them in little cups. I'm using both hands. Exhale, left nostril. Keep that elbow high. Inhale, both nostrils, Ujjayi. Exhale, right nostril. Now, if you can, half close that right nostril. Inhale, both nostrils. Exhale, left. Keep this going your own timing. And try to completely close one nostril with your thumb and half close the other with your index finger. Pick a ratio for yourself. Inhale 4 to 12 seconds. You can add a hold after inhale to invigorate a bit more. And exhale, this is more of a down-regulating pranayama. Great for anxiety. If you want to add a little bit more vigor or awakeness, you can add a hold after inhale to even out that down-regulating effect, make it a bit more up-regulating. If you want to add to the down-regulating effect, hold after exhale. This is a great one for sinus issues. I know some of you have sinus issues, allergies. And just finishing up year round. Just end with remembering your intention, your sankalpa for the day, your promise to yourself. One thing you want to do that will be strengthening, challenging, invigorating, pushing you to grow. One thing to relax, let go of tension, to settle, to be. And then bringing to mind an image of yourself or another image of that balanced state, a time when you felt that way. Or an image of you on a hammock swaying back and forth. I sometimes use that one. What does balance look like to you? Namaste, thank you very much.